or in this case, a revolution. Because this revolution in the Senegal River Valley was framed by a series of conspicuous incidences of enslavement of prominent clerics that increasingly radicalized the society. And this abomination of seeing people who embody God's holy word, his verbatim speech in Islamic thought, that's the thing that galvanizes the society and allows them to express a kind of general discontent towards the society that has come into being during the Atlantic slave trade. So they turn it upside down. And clerics traditionally in this region were people who never held political power. They were generally forbidden to bear arms. And they did so anyway. They taught themselves to do it because they said, if these are the kings that we got, then no more kings. They not only tried to abolish first the slave trade, then the institution of slavery itself, but they also abolished monarchy and introduce a kind of form of clerical republicanism. And that's where the first Atlantic Revolution idea comes in, is that this is not just a revolution that is about defining the bounds of liberty, in the same way that the American Revolution or the Haitian Revolution or the French Revolution is trying to define what liberty is, even if we end up selling out pretty hard on the whole slavery thing in this particular country. But it's also one that is seeking to put an end to monarchy. It's also an Atlantic Revolution, and this is stuff that's not in the book. This is stuff that I'm working on in a monograph specifically focused on the revolution, not talking about it within a context of an argument about embodiment, but telling the story in its own terms, is that this I can track some of the enslaved lieutenants of this military movement when they lose important battles, and I can trace them to a slave rebellion in Antigua. I can trace them to Savannah and to Charleston in the 1770s, and then again in the 1790s. This is an Atlantic Revolution because some of its agents and lieutenants get exported as slaves, and they end up spreading word of this revolution in slave barracks in exactly the kinds of ways that Sylvia and Juf